Okay, y'all, so I am back to chef it up. I'm so excited. All right, so we have the ham here, which I'm going to be cutting in little itty pieces, dices. Okay, so we're going to shoot over here to my stove so you can see all my ingredients I have going over here, which is pretty much the ingredients that I already told you in the last video. Okay, so here is my pot. We're going to go ahead and turn that on, put it on a low medium. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is add a little bit of oil. Okay, just regular canola oil. Okay, just a little drizzle. And then we're also going to add some more later. Okay, so we're going to put this, actually we're going to put this in the low because I still have to cut the smoked ham. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and do that. Let that sizzle a little bit lower because we want to make sure that oil is nice and warm when we throw the pieces of ham, because I always prefer to like to cook the ham and all the ingredients together before I add my rice and the water. Okay, all right, so like I said, I prefer, you know, this kind of ham because it always brings that meat, that little bone, excuse me, in the middle. So we're gonna go ahead and just start dicing away. Okay, and again, this is for my family size. So if you have any questions, you know what to do. All right. So we're going to get right to this so we can get to this beautiful, lovely rice, which I'm so excited to share with you guys. And like I said, this is my own arroz con gandules. There's many of beautiful Latin women out there with different flavors, with different ways to do things. So this is just my channel, my way, my own. Okay, and like I said, a lot of these ingredients as well, I learned through generations of family, especially my mother. She was definitely number one, and my father as well. Well, by the way, I got to spend beautiful time with my dad. This whole weekend we hanged out. It was so nice. We had an awesome time. I love my father so much. I miss my mother so much. So it's always important, y'all, to spend time with the ones you love, because you only have one life. And I learned that at a very early age through pets. My dad used to get us pets, and that's how we learned about the death and the afterlife. That's how my mom used to break it down to us as well. Okay, because we were always all into that. We used to get, me and my four brothers, we used to actually get Bible studies at home. Yeah, it was mandatory. We had to sit at a table and actually study. So my mom was really about that life, you know. So, but like my mom and dad, you know, my dad was more like the wild one. But, you know, they definitely blended in together like peas in a pie. My mom never judged. She was always down to earth too, but for her kids, she wanted to install a lot of beautiful things in us, which I'm glad she did. So yeah. All right, yeah, there's a nice pile going on here, and I know you can't see it right now, but I am going to show you in a minute. And what I do, I use about half of this. And this is like a, I want to say like a six ounce chunk of ham. And I just use half of that for this rice. But again, and this is the part that I do. Okay, this is the other half. This is the half that I'm using. I can hear my pot sizzling up. I get so nervous messing with that, with my thing for my camera. Now look at this. This is the bone. I love throwing this piece in. As you see, all the chopped up pieces are in dices. You want to just go ahead, scoop that up. Let me try to find a plate here. And look how beautiful my daddy got me these plates. So they're nice. I love them. And of course, lavender is my favorite color, y'all. So now you know my favorite color. Which this ring here, my oldest son gave me this a long time ago, and it's lavender. So, and I had it on for years, that one ring. Okay. All right, so we want to go ahead. It's sizzling over here. So I'm going to go ahead and bring you guys over here so where you can see. All right, and as you see, I don't know if you can hear it. Let me bring it up a little bit more. Wait, I gotta sit this down because I just don't want to knock my phone down. Okay, that's better. All right, perfect. So what you want to go ahead and do first is put the ham in, okay? Because the ham brings all that good flavor, y'all. All that beautiful flavor. All right? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. Okay, I have no clue where my towels are at right now. I'm just going to use paper towels. Okay, so we're going to shift the heat up to a medium-high. Okay, and this is for our fillets. So let me just put that over there because we're going to be pushing the rice back to do the fillets. All right, so I'm going to push that back because I don't want this one to get too hot because then we're going to start on that fish right away. All right, so a cup of sofrito. Anyone you choose, you prefer, is perfectly fine. And my kids are here, and of course, no school, so it's been a handful for me. So a whole cup of sofrito, y'all, you want to throw into here. And like I said, this is like my family size, 4 people, maybe 6, depending how you eat. Okay, then we have that half a cup of Spanish olives, y'all. You see that? Make sure you have some of that olive juice water inside there. It helps with the flavor on the ham. Okay, my gandules that I prefer. Again, $1.49, any store you go into. These are the ones that I choose that I like. Throw that in there. Oh my God, that just looks so good. Smells good. Especially that sofrito, y'all. That brings a lot of flavor. All right, I'm just gonna set that can there. Okay. So moving along, we're also going to add, remember I said we're gonna add a little bit more oil. A little bit, sprinkle more, a little bit more before you add in that rice. Okay, just a little drizzle. All right. We're also going to add a sprinkle of the adobo. Just a sprinkle. Sprinkle, sprinkle, sprinkle. Maybe about 3 times and you're good. I do sprinkles and dabs too. Then we're also going to put in that garlic squeeze. If you remember in my last video, this is one of the things I like to get too. It's easier if you want to get a dish done quickly. However, you can use regular cloves of garlic and smash them up. Same thing. Maybe about 3 cloves if you choose to do it that way. This is the easier way for me for today. It's the same thing. So just want to add a nice spoon of that. Alright, and that just smells terrific, y'all. So, again, I can hear my kids upstairs playing. They've been like off the charts since school's not on no more. So if you hear them, at the end of the day, we're all mommies, right? Most of us. Okay, I just want to bring this up to you quickly. And that's what it should look like once it's all in there, okay? And that smells fantastic, y'all. Absolutely fantastic. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and put this back where I had it. All right, so everything is great. The next step we're gonna do is go ahead and add that lovely white rice. I prefer the Goya rice, the little smaller rices. That's the one I always cook with. Once in a while, I'll switch it up. I'll do the jasmine rice or whatever. But at home, this is the one I use all the time. And what do? Add 1 water, same size, into there. Because you already have, some people like their rice, they prefer their rice a little softer, which is called mojadito in Spanish. And some just like the regular rice just to be cooked as is, as it's supposed to, per se. Alright, and that looks really good, y'all. And that is it. That is it for this Goya beautiful arroz con gandules rice. So we're just going to top that. However, sometimes I add like I do things differently with a lot of the ways I cook rice. Sometimes I add other ingredients like onion, but there's people that don't like onion, so this is just the plain Jane way to cook this rice. So, you know, in case there's people that are allergic to things or whatever. But when I do it for my family, we like onions, we like other things that I add in, that Spanish cilantro, with a lot of flavor. Sometimes I chop some of that in there, but we're doing the plain Jane way. Very simple, still tastes the same, just extra flavors when you add other ingredients. Okay, so we are done with this ham. All right, this piece of ham here. This is the half that I'm gonna be putting back in the refrigerator because we no longer need it. All right, and I'm gonna bring you down here because next up we're gonna be doing the fish. I'm gonna set that there for now. While that's rocking out, we're gonna start the fish. But before we do that, I am gonna cut right there and shoot this video out to you guys, and then I'll be back in 5 minutes to do the filleted fish.